Hey, how's it going? Hamish from Phoenix Sound Recording Studio here. Today I am in Rochdale in the UK, Greater Manchester. We are at St Edmunds Church to shoot Palm Readers live stream show session. So I thought what I'd do is a quick video just explaining kind of how I've set it up, how I'm running it with Lewis, who's doing their monitors, and how the whole thing is going to come together. And then I will also kind of link you to the final product. I'll put some in the video as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. So what I'll do is I will get off the roof of this church with this wicked view. Pretty sick. I will head back downstairs. And I will probably just talk you through the backline, what we have mic'd up, how we're then splitting that between monitors and myself. I'll show you kind of the production world and how all that's kind of set up, what I'm running, and then how it's all being tracked and how we're feeding it back to the band and all the rest of it. So it shouldn't be too much of a long video, but it's quite interesting. It's quite a cool project for me to be a part of as well. So I figured that I can kind of bring you guys along too, and you can check it out and see how it's all put together. Cool, so I will start back here whilst people are setting things up. So this is where we're doing it. This is St Edmunds Church. It's pretty sick. We are shooting in the nave and we will start right here. So this is a Rode NT2A, which is set on Omni. I've positioned it kind of low to the ground. It picks up quite light, a nice kind of low end without being too kind of fizzy and top endy, and a bit kind of oversaturated with the like natural reverb of the church. So that's what's happening there. We're probably about 30 to 40 foot away here from the back line. So yeah, that's just on Omni. That is firing down to a stage box that I have up here. We then have, in terms of ambient mics, also got a stereo pair of X1, so I'll pick this one here. We've got one here that's pointing away from the back line. And we've got another one that's pointing away from the back line over there. We come this way. So the guys are running a bunch of different amps. So Andy, lead guitarist, has his cleans coming through the Vox AC30, which we have mic'd up with a 57. His dirty is coming through his Sun amp, through these two custom Carlsbro speaker cabinets, but we're just micing up the single cone on the 4x12. That's a 421 Sennheiser SE421. So that's his rig, and it's just split between all of his cleans and ambience on the Vox and all of his dirty and gritty on the Sun amp here. We then have Matt, who is playing guest guitar and doing guest vocals. He is running through his orange Thunderbird 200 into an orange 4x12 and an orange 2x12. And again, we've just got a 57 on the 4x12. And then if we run over to the drums here, I'm just going to come behind them. So the drum setup is pretty standard for me, really. We've got a kick in and kick out. For me, this is a slightly different one. We've got a Beta 91A on the inside and a D6 on the out. We have a M201 Biodynamic snare top, which is standard for me. That's my kind of go-to for snares. And then we're just using one of the little clip-on Sennheisers. I can't remember I think it might be a 604. I'll put a picture of it here. That's on the snare bottom. Got another D6 on the floor tom. We have the Aston Starlight on the rack tom, the SM81 on the hi-hats, again pretty standard for me, and then we've got the SE5s as overheads here and here. So yeah, that's everything. And Dan is running a Gretsch, renowned maple, 24-inch kick, 13-inch rack, 16-inch floor, and then he's borrowed my Pearl Super Gripper all brass, so that's what's happening there. Dan also plays all Dream cymbals, same as me. So he's got the Contact series and a Pang China. He's got a Contact 20 Crash Ride, 22 Crash Ride, 19 Crash, 15 hats, and then he's kind of just created this stacker here, which is some broken Sabians and some other bits and pieces that are all just knackered. So that's what's there. And if we come here, this is sick. So Kyle is also doing a guest appearance, and he is all this modular synthesis. I can't really talk too much about this, but it looks pretty and it's full of cables and it's awesome. This is running and summing into his little mini mixer, which he's taking his own monitors out of, and then I'm taking a left and right feed out of that. Here he is right now. Left and right feed out of that, and that's going straight into the stage split. And then we'll come around here. We've got the third guitar cabinet situation, which is again another Thunderbird 200, standard 57, the same cabinet setup as Andy from the other side. And then bass, we're running the Orange OB1500. That's got a 52A on the cabinet, and then we're taking a DI out of the amp as well. So that is all the backline.
Is this for you?
And then vocals, we are running Sennheisers across the board and an Audio Technica on Matt's vocal here. And then all of this is running directly into, so yeah, all of that is then running into this stage split. So it's a 48 channel stage split, analog stage split. So it's got 48 inputs, and then it has two large hoses that come out and split the signal, which is running to myself and Lewis. So I will jump over there and I'll show you what's happening that side. Cool, so then here we are now at the side of the stage, and we've got the first split from the stage box comes to Lewis, who is running all of their in-ear monitors. Then he is running all of that through his Midas X32, or M32 should I say.
Get it right?
Yeah, and is running wireless splits all the way out to their ears, so everybody is on stereo ears. Am I right, Lewis? Stereo ears?
Mono, there's only one on stereo.
Oh, okay, there you go. Everybody's on mono ears in that case, I stand corrected. Apart from Josh, who is on stereo, correct? Yeah, banging. So he's taking that, he's then mixing their ears, that's going directly back to them all wirelessly, apart from Dan, who is wired. And then the secondary split is coming to me, and I am running the ID44 into an ASP 880, and then the Focusrite Claret 8 Pre X with the Focusrite Octo Pre and the ASP 800 by Audient. So these three units are all clocked together by word clock and ADAT, and then these two units are clocked together by word clock and ADAT, and then in the computer they're all linked together as an aggregate device, giving me a total channel count of 36 channels, of which I think I'm running just under 30. So we have pretty much just gone like 1-to-1, so it's like channel 1 starts on my Claret 8 Pre X, then runs into the ASP, then into the Focusrite Octo Pre, and then starts again in the 44, and then again in the 80. So yeah, that's what's happening there. And then all of that is synced into my computer, and I'm tracking into Logic. So yeah, that is everything. We are pretty much set up and ready to go. I think Lewis is just finalising some of his foldback stuff. We've got some MIDI sync stuff that's going out to Kyle on the synthesis side of things, just to get his click track sorted. But other than that, pretty much ready to go. The guys are just doing all the set design now, and I will check back in with you at the end of the day. Nice one, cheers. Hey, how's it going? So I didn't actually get a chance to kind of do a follow-up or a kind of round off at the end of the day. It was a super, super busy day, and we were kind of hitting the limit of our time available in the venue. So it was just a case of once we kind of wrapped, we just needed to pack down and load out as quick as possible. So I didn't get a chance to actually kind of check in with you at the end. So I figured I'd just do it now. As you can see on screen, This is the kind of finished product and the finished mix. I think I might do a quick little walkthrough of kind of how I mixed it and some of the pitfalls that we had and some of the ways I remedied some certain things and how I utilized certain aspects from the day in the mix and made sure that I kind of got the best I possibly could out of what we were doing. So that would be a cool thing to go through. If you think it's a cool thing to go through, just let me know and we can do that. But other than that, if you haven't seen it or you didn't get a chance to watch it or you didn't know anything about it or you just kind of want to see how it ended up looking, then I have stuck a bit of the stream at the end of this video so you can kind of see how it kind of ended up sounding and what it ended up looking like. We're all super proud of it, and I think it turned out pretty well considering the constraints and the venue itself for audio and all the rest of it. But I think, you know, working with those guys is awesome. They're super kind of patient. They're always kind of just wanting to make sure that they get the best no matter what the situation. So I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. I hope the walkthrough was helpful. I hope it gave you some insight as to how I did it. And yeah, check out this little bit from the stream. This is a track called Inertia, which is from their album Braille, which was released in 2018. They've just released their latest record, Sleepless, which is what this stream is promoting. That is out on Church Road Records. You can pick it up now. You can check it out on all your social media platforms, streaming platforms, all that kind of good stuff. So go and have a look, have a listen, and see what you think. And if you want to see the mix, sort of how I did it and how it ended up sounding, then just give me a line in the comments, and I'll get that video made up. All right, cheers.
Yeah.